welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be on this look here. This is a soft matte cut crease, and I didn't do anything in the lower lash line. I really wanted the top of the eyes to really pop and just to have a very bare underneath, just so that it wasn't so rounded out. It was more sharp and kind of angular. I really love how it turned out. It was really fun and a little bit different from what I normally do, so I had a good time trying to create this. I did have a little bit of a problem trying to get the cut crease part as straight as possible, but I mean, when you have lashes on and the whole 9 yards, you can't really tell. So if it's a little crooked, it's not a huge deal, but I really like the way that it turned out. I hope you guys really like it. If you're new here, welcome, and please go ahead and hit that subscribe button before you leave for updated videos that are coming out. We got a lot of product videos, empties videos, hauls, all sorts of good stuff other than tutorials. And if you want to see how I achieved this, just keep on watching. Hi everyone, welcome back. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the makeup tutorial here. I'm going to go in with this dip brow and do my brows first before we go in with the primer and do our cut crease. So I'm filling it in with this little brush. I think it's called an R44. I will link everything down below for you as always. And I'm going to go in with my Stylist Brow Plumper. I love this stuff and it just sets everything down. It's like glue. It's really, really good and at a very affordable price. So I'm going to go ahead and just do this really quickly, and then we will go ahead and move on to the eyes. So what I'm going to do first is use Painterly Paint Pot. As you guys know, this is like my skin color, and I'm going to go ahead and just lay this down on my eyes with a little brush and kind of carve out my brows as well, making sure that they look good. So we're going to go ahead and do this really quickly, and then we are going to go in to the matte palette from Zoeva. Nobody talks about this palette. I don't know why. It's absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with this palette here with this particular color because it is more of a bone shade, and I'm going to lay this all over my eye from the bottom to the top because I want to make sure that I have even blending for the rest of the colors we're going to be using today. So I'm using this bone color all over with a big fluffy brush. There's, you know, messy, it doesn't really matter. And then I'm going to go in with this really light white shade. I'm going to lay this underneath my brow bone just so that I have some highlight there before we go in with the transition colors, because I tend to lose a lot of the color under my brow when I use my transition shades. I get a little messy with it. Anyways, moving on. So we're going to go ahead and do this really quickly, and I'm going in with this color here. It's more of a darker taupe shade, and then I'm just going to go ahead and pat that on the outer corner. What I'm going to do next is go in small circular motions and take whatever's left on the brush and move it and drag it in to my inner corner. So I'm going to go ahead and do this a few times to build up the color, because again, I want to go in with a light hand. I don't want to overdo it at the very, very beginning because it's harder to blend out. So we're going to go ahead and do this, and I'm going to show you a fast forward clip of kind of what's going on. Again, I'm doing small circular motions and then dragging it in. So we're gonna, now that we've got that all nice and built up, we're gonna go ahead and go to this shade here, which is gonna give us a little bit more warmth. I wanted to start with more of a cool tone and work towards a warmer tone so that I can customize it for myself, because I didn't want to go in with all warm shades. I kind of wanted it to be a nice neutral eye, and by doing a taupe shade, then doing a warm shade, it kind of gives you more of a neutral base. So we're going to go ahead and just keep building the colors, doing the exact same thing, tapping it on the outside, doing small circular motions, and bringing it in to the inner corner of the eye. So I'm going to do this, and I'm just going to keep going and blending and blending and building up that color. Now that I like how blended it is and how blown out it is, I'm taking the same Painterly Paint Pot on a flat shader brush, and I'm carving out my crease. Looking back on it now, I wish I would have gone a touch higher. That is your personal preference, and I will be doing probably another cut crease tutorial with glitter, and because it was a request from my friend Brooke, and the fact that she wants to see it a little bit higher on my eyes, so I will go ahead and do that for her. So now I'm going back into the white shade I did on my brow bone, and I'm going to pack that over Painterly Paint Pot that I laid down on my crease and on my lid, and I'm going ahead and using the same strokes that I used with obviously a different brush. This is a MAC 242 brush. These are great to pack on any kind of pigment, any kind of matte shade or shimmer shade. So I'm going to go ahead and just keep doing this until I've got the intensity that I'm looking for. And now I'm going to clean up the outside of the eyes. What I'm going to do is just take this wipe and just do a nice straight line to give it a little bit more of a structure on both sides, because I have no face makeup on yet. And this is really easy because then if you do have fallout or any excess, you can take it off. I'm going to go in with my Too Faced sketch marker, and I'm going to do a nice wing liner using the lines that I just created with that wet wipe to give myself more of a, I guess, a guideline to give myself a really, really nice wing liner. So now I'm going to go in with roller lash and just coat these lashes before I put on some falsies to give myself a little bit more of a va-va-voom look and open up my eyes just a little bit. So we're going to do that, and then I'm using the Camper Cosmetics Lola lashes. I did create these. These are my lash line, and I will have all the information down below for you. So this is what it looks like. I wanted to slow it down so you could see exactly what it's going to look like. And now I'm using my Urban Decay Self-Adjusting Primer. I love this stuff. I just got it, and I wanted to try something a little new, a little different, and this stuff hit the mark. It's great. It calms down my redness. It's fantastic. So I'm going to go ahead and put it all over this giant forehead I've got going on, and I'm using my Makeup Forever stick that I can't get enough of either. The smell really does kind of put me off, but after, you know, you put it on, it's not a huge deal. So I'm going to go ahead and just make myself look like a warrior, and I'm going to take a brush that I got from TJ Maxx that I talked about, I think, from Underrated Products. All that information will be in the cards above so that you can see where I got this brush. It's great because it was a single, I think it was like 10 bucks, and it's a knockoff for the Artis brushes. I love this one, and it's cool. It's very cool. So now I'm going to go in with my powder and just lay everything down, make sure I'm nice and matted because I don't want to look too shiny as I do have oily skin. And then I'm going to go in with another nice product, which is my contour kit, which everybody knows that I have re-fallen in love with if you've been watching me for a while. I'm taking that middle shade and I'm going to use a Carity brush. This is a small contour brush, and it packs some intensity. I didn't realize that it was going to be as intense as you can see here, but I did kind of blend it out as I went. And I'm going to go ahead and do the normal places, the hollows of the cheeks, the forehead to bring it down a little bit, and on the undercarriage of the jaw as always. I'm going to go ahead and move forward with my Airspun and clean up underneath the contour because of course I've always gone too low, and that's just how it goes because that's like my normal MO. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we're going to go in and we are going to go to some blush. And what I'm going to be using today is the Makeup Revolution blush. This stuff is beautiful. I love this color nude. It is everything. So I'm going to be using a dual fiber brush. This is like my new way of putting on blush. I don't know where I've been, under a rock or whatever, but I love using this kind of brush for my blush. And I'm going to go ahead and just build up the intensity because these are really nice and buildable. Then I'm going to go in and I'm going to do some highlight. I'm using the Carity highlighter palette thing today, and I'm using the bottom two. It's Lacy and Ravish. I love these colors together. They're flipping gorgeous, and it's so affordable. It's like a knockoff of the glow kits. If you don't want to pay the $40, these are $25, and they're freaking amazing. I have been loving them lately. So we're going to go ahead and do the lips, and what we're going to be using is the e.l.f. lip stain. These are like $2. I talked about these in my underrated products video. I believe it's already up. If it is, I will put it in the cards above. And I love this. I'm going to go in with this color. It's Pink Petals, and then Brulee as the lip liner. This one's from MAC. Again, I'm going to go in and just make sure that my lips are not going to be too overlined, but just kind of normal. I'm not filling them in because I'm going to be going in with a different lipstick. It's like a liquid lipstick. And what this one is the Black Moon Cosmetics liquid lipstick in Libra. This is my ride or die holy grail, could not live without, and have gone through like 4 of these. I love them and I get compliments every time I wear it. I love, love, love it. So this is a completed look, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I love you so much. If there's something that you want to see, please go ahead and leave it in the comments below. You guys are amazing. And if you want to see me on any of my social media, all the handles are down below. Please subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and I will see you in the next video. Love ya. Bye.